Sultan Graphing. Today, students, we will learn about how to correctly label a graph, the parts of a graph, including the independent variable and the dependent variable. Graphing. We use graphs in science to analyze data. It is important for deciding whether a hypothesis can be accepted or rejected. Remember, a hypothesis is an educated guess based on the experiment. What does Sultan mean? Sultan means scale, unit, label, title, accuracy, neatness. Okay, so an independent variable is the variable that we change in the experiment, what you know before the experiment. So let's think about plants. If I were to place one plant in front of the window and one plant across the room away from the window, that would be my independent variable. My independent variable is the one item that you will change. So one of the plants is going to get lots of sunlight, and the other plant is going to get less sunlight because it's further away from the window. Your dependent variable is the thing that we measure in the experiment, what you don't know before the experiment. So your dependent variable in the case of the plants, the one in front of the window grew on average 1 inch a day. The one farther away from the window on average grew half an inch a day. So you would be able to measure or collect data on the independent variable is placed on the x-axis of the graph. The dependent variable is placed on the y-axis of the graph. So keep in mind that your x-axis is the one that goes horizontal or side to side. And your y-axis is the axis that goes vertical, which means up and down. Okay, your x-axis is your independent variable. That is the variable that goes horizontal. So this would be your x-axis. Your y-axis is your dependent variable. Is the axis that goes vertical. Vertical. So this would be your y-axis. So vertical, up and down, horizontal, side to side. Scale. You need to have a scale when making a graph. Your scale is needed to make sure that the information on the graph is readable. Your graph must fill nearly the whole area. Numbers must be evenly spaced. Which of these graphs has the best scale? A or B? Fill nearly the whole area. So would it be A or B? So A goes from 0 up to about 60, 80. And graph B goes from 0 to about maybe 5, and then it levels out back to 0. So which one of these graphs has the best scale? We would say A, because A nearly fills up the entire area. Are the words or numbers that go on the axis. So they are the numbers or words that go on the axis. The labels tell us what we are measuring. We don't know what is being shown on this graph. Our independent variable could be things like days, weeks, minutes, numbers of people. The title tells us what the graph shows. So in this, the temperature of the water versus the time. So would be your y-axis. Time would be your x-axis. Accuracy and neatness. Check your graphs for accuracy and neatness so the reader understands what is being shown. Sultan. The graph is accurate and neat. It has a title. It has labels. It has units. And it has a label. So remember, you have to label your y-axis and your x-axis. Legend. A graph with more than one set of data needs a legend or a key. A legend is a place where we identify what symbol or color means. So in this case, the red means mile run with power drink. The yellow means mile run with water. Sultan Graphing.